Welcome to another Overrated review, and today's game is the Exit 8, a game where you're basically playing Spot the Difference down a hallway. I wish I was kidding too when I say this, but that is the entire game in a nutshell. You play as a person who ends up in this obscure, slightly creepy, and very peculiar hallway at what I perceive to be a subway station of sorts. You're trying to get to Exit 8. Starting from Exit 1, there are instructions in said hallway that make it perfectly clear. If you see nothing out of the sorts while walking down said hallway, you may continue to the next exit. If, however, you do happen to stumble upon something out of the ordinary, you need to immediately turn around and head back the way you came in order to move on to the next exit. If you fail to notice any differences and choose incorrectly, you will start all over again at exit 1 and will have to try once again to overcome hallway limbo. This concept sounds interesting, and I was quite pleased to report that the game itself was actually a lot of fun. It took me roughly about an hour and a half or so before I managed to get to Exit 8, but a lot of that is because I didn't know exactly how particular the game was going to be. For you see, there are lights, doors, and posters down this hallway, and I was all but certain that the difference would be a minor detail in some of the posters or something like that. So I took a very assiduous approach to memorizing each one of these damn things, and it turns out it wasn't that picky. Now don't get me wrong, some of the differences are minor and can be tricky to notice, but it's not to the extent that I thought it would be. Some of the differences are also very noticeable, ostentatious even, which made the game all the more fun and even creepy at times. That's the charm in this game. It's a simple premise, and it reminds me of those old magazines that would ask you to find hidden items on the page, or those pictures you saw as a kid where there would be 3 Santas and it would ask you to figure out which Santa was different. That's exactly what the Exit 8 is, and it does it very well. Which is why I was so bummed out to learn that there are a maximum of 30 different scenarios. And once you finish playing through the Exit 8, you've almost seen all of the Spot the Difference challenges by that point, and it's kind of a letdown. I wanted to keep playing the game, but then I noticed that there were only 9 Spot the Difference moments that I hadn't discovered yet, which made replaying the game almost feel unnecessary. They could have put so many more things to notice or not notice, and I would have loved an endless mode of sorts, but alas, 'twas not meant to be. Having said all of that, I still very much enjoyed the game. For a few dollars, you get what you pay for, and I was still satisfied with my purchase. I recommend playing it for yourself and seeing what you think. The Exit 8 did work for me though. It was a fun short game that didn't overstay its welcome, and it left me actually wishing it kind of did. I give the Exit 8 for my letter grade a C+. I enjoyed it, but I can't go higher than this. I did hear, though, that there was a sequel of sorts, so I'm probably going to jump on that and see if they've made any improvements. But yeah, a C+ is where I'm going to lean towards. It could almost be a B-, because like I said, I did have a lot of fun playing this game. I wanted a little bit more Spot the Difference. Turns out I really like this type of game, and if they give me just a little bit more challenges or an endless mode or content of that variety or such, I would probably bump the grade up a little bit. This concludes this Overrated review. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to push that little like button and pelvic thrust that subscribe button. I need all the love in the world. I'm a small, lowly channel. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. Praise be to Yevon, and have a garbage day. Take care.